The Berg River estuary at Velddrif is the third largest estuary on the South African west coast. The area encompasses a wide diversity of habitats and supports exceptional populations of plant and animal species. It covers a vast area, extending 40 kilometers inland along one of the Cape's biggest rivers, forming a floodplain of 61 square kilometers before flowing into the Atlantic Ocean. In spite of this, estuaries currently have little or no formal protection, leaving them increasingly vulnerable to a multitude of threats.
Many of our estuaries around the South African coastline are severely underprotected. So they're really important biodiversity habitat. They're really important for people as well, socio-economically, ecologically speaking. They're very important and they're unprotected. And so when we looked in the Western Cape in particular, the Berg River estuary, World River estuary and the Klein River estuary, those two are around the Hermanus area, were underprotected and amongst our top 10 estuaries in the country in terms of ecological importance. So obviously for Birdlife South Africa, those are the sites we've got to focus on.
One of the best ways to experience the beauty and diversity of the Berg River estuary is from a boat. It's also the best way to monitor activities taking place on the river and the ecological health of the area.
The city of Cape Town gets 60% of the water out of the Berg River system, which is a lot, and people are misusing it, so therefore we have to really look after it. And part of my job is specifically on the ground to look after it, to be the eyes and ears on the ground, on the river itself. This area we're driving in now is called Bokumlaan. Bokum because of the fish that they catch, and they make bokums, which is a dried fish, dried mullet. It's an extremely sensitive area from an ecological point of view, because there's lots of millions of different species of wildlife in this area, but it's also a very popular tourist area. So we need to create a balance between tourism and people that want to come and enjoy the water and not wreck the place, because a boat speeding through the area chases all the birds away, they chase all the wild animals away, and so it's creating that balance. We're trying to get it as an absolutely no-wake zone, so it's an idle-through zone if you're driving a speedboat. Lots of rowing, people swim here, there's tame pelicans in the area, but we also don't want to kill the bokum industry, because that is one of our second biggest industries in Velddrif.
For Birdlife South Africa's estuary conservation project to be a success, the support and participation of the local community is vitally important.
We try and teach people to respect our place here and to conserve what there is to conserve, and to keep the place neat. Every morning I should be going out along the banks here, picking up the papers and the empty bottles. I don't know why people do this, but it's a human thing. Tourism is very important to any town, I would say. The bokum is a unique business and should stay, and we try and conserve it and try and help the people here, and we want it to stay because that is what draws the tourism here.
I think it's really crucial to remember that the estuary is itself, at the core of the livelihood of the community here at the Berg River and here in Bokumlaan, and essential to that is, as part of our project, is protecting the wildlife, the biodiversity of the estuary, which of course is protecting for example, the fish population here at the estuary, which is central to the local economy here at the Berg River, and especially here at Bokumlaan. So it's an important, a very important aspect of the project to get the cooperation of the community, to communicate with the community about what we're doing here, to be open and frank about what we're doing here, and to hopefully get them on board in terms of just understanding how important this estuary is to every aspect of this local community, not just biodiversity, but also just their livelihoods as well.
The estuary and river is the lifeline to many people's existence. Farmers and other land users depend on a functioning and healthy ecosystem.
I'm living on the bank of the river, so I would always support it to conserve the river, conserve it for our children and grandchildren after us. If we don't going to look after it, who else is going to do it? Because it's our mission to support it and to conserve it, and especially for the bird life, fish life, everything. It's all dependent on the river, and we have to do something to support it and conserve the river.
We're not wanting to take away people's access. We're not wanting to take away the recreational activities. We want to enhance those, maintain them, so that everything can coexist.
All that's needed is for everyone to give their support and play their part in protecting the sensitive area. Treat nature with the respect it deserves, and it will continue to provide us with essential livelihoods as well as recreational pleasure. Linky Bierman, Morning Live, Berg River Estuary on the Cape West Coast.